judge of right and wrong. That's what Islam has done for me.
Given the violence of Tasvir's past, it was a surprise to hear him endorse the most peaceful interpretation of jihad.
I fight a battle every day where maybe I want to go take a drink of alcohol. Maybe I want to go smoke some weed. Maybe I want to go smoke a cigarette. I must fight that jihad. That is the greatest battle. And what we're told and what we're talked about, jihad is putting a bomb on your back, is killing a person. That is not jihad. That has no meaning of jihad. That is not even a battle. That is cowardice to me. So if I choose to do harmful acts to a person, a child, a woman, in the name of Islam, I will be greatly punished. If I say I understand the Quran and the Sunnah, that is not jihad. Jihad is jihad, the greatest of myself. And I'm fighting that battle right now because I'm hungry. I would like to go get something to eat right now. But I can't because I'm fasting. That is jihad. That is jihad of self, my innermost battle. This is what I'm fighting. And that's what jihad means to me.
Our search for the truth about jihad has also taught us something about Islam.
Allahu Akbar.
Some Muslims have told us that jihad involves peace, submission and self-control. Others have told us it's about martyrs and holy war. Both views are correct, depending on which interpretation of the Quran you believe. In the end, jihad is what Muslims say it is, just like Islam itself.
Now, there is one thing we can say at this point in our journey around the Muslim world, and that there's no point in searching for absolute truths about Islam. They don't exist, and even if they did, there's nobody with the credibility to make them stick. The important thing is to come to terms with the many different shades of Islam and to understand the forces of history and geography and politics that shape the future of this religion.
Maybe it's time we thought of Islam not simply as a religion, but as a process of human evolution. The straight path that started with a young orphan boy has brought us an awful long way from the deserts of Arabia. Today, Islam is a global force as diverse as the human race itself. The seeds of the religion may have been planted in the Middle East, but it's not just Arabs who have reaped the harvest, and it never has been.
Arabs comprise something like 15% of the total Muslim population. And even if you looked at history, the role of Arabs in shaping Islamic civilization was important, but the Arabs were not the only group which shaped Islamic civilization. The Persians, Turks, Indians, Malays, any number of communities, the Chinese, they had played very important roles in shaping Islamic civilization. Islam is perhaps the only religion which right from its birth had to contend with pluralism. Within 100 years, Islam had actually come into contact with every major religion and culture in the world. In fact, that diversity is part of the Quran itself. It tells you so clearly that God had made us into different nations and tribes so that we will know one another. The best amongst you is the one who is most righteous. It doesn't link righteousness to your culture or even your religion. It says that as a human being, you have to be righteous, but it has nothing to do with your culture or your religion.
When a religion ceases to adapt, when it ceases to evolve, when it ceases to reconcile itself with the realities of the changing world, it dies. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world precisely because it is a religion that is constantly adapting itself to the needs of the modern community. I mean, one of the strengths of Islam in the sense that it's not a creedal religion. There is no creedal formula to accept. There is no God but God, and Muhammad is God's messenger. That is the sum and total of the Islamic creed. You know, one of the wonderful aspects of the fact that there is no central religious authority is precisely this notion that Islam is going to continue to evolve in these widely eclectic ways as it adapts itself to American culture or European culture or to the democratic aspirations of these burgeoning, democratic movements within the Middle East or to East Asian culture, whatever the case may be. Islam, for 14 centuries, has been in a constant state of evolution, and it will continue to evolve.
Islam has taken root in the most unexpected surroundings. On the Kilburn High Road, for example, Sufi Muslims from Sudan practice a ritual known as zikr, or remembrance, an intimate encounter with God in a cramped London basement. Such contrasts are Islam's strength, but they also expose a potential weakness. With so many influences, so many rival interpretations, how does a good Muslim know which path to follow? And who exactly gets to shape the next stage in Islam's evolution? Next week, we look at exactly those questions.
This man divorced his wife through a text message, sent it 3 times. It said, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you.
To this very day, Muslim scholars have been repeating each other's medieval theories without much introspection or self-criticism or reflection.
When I see young women walking in the cities of Europe and they are half naked, they have a lot of tattoos on their bodies, and I ask myself, do they really choose this way of life? Are they really aware of what they are doing? Do they really think that this is freedom?